Our Queen Sonja is the sister of my biological grandmother, and I was thinking, what is more natural than our King Harald being the brother of my biological grandfather? Yeah. And I have gotten the impression lately that our King Harald is kind of this parallel story to my biological grandfather. So then there is these 4 brothers. My biological grandfather Frederick, my non-biological grandfather Kjell Christian, or King Harald and Donald Trump. My biological grandfather Frederick is assumed to be the same height as Sarah Jessica Parker, and that could be the same height as the height of my non-biological grandfather Kjell Christian, because I do not know his exact height, but his height is below my height, and I am 168. Or King Harald is 188, while Donald Trump is 190, and that is a 2 centimeter difference, which is assumed to be the difference between twins in height. So either Donald Trump and Harald are twins, or they have different mothers, because my biological grandfather is assumed to be approximately 160. But after evaluating the age of Harald and Trump, they cannot be twins, but their parents can be twins. Donald Trump and Harald cannot be more than the half-brothers of my biological grandfather Frederick, because they have the height from the mother's side of my biological brothers, while my biological grandfather has grandchildren with the mother's side of my biological brothers, which is my biological brothers. Another reason why this should be the height of the mother to Donald Trump and Harald is because Trump has said that the name of his father is Frederick, and it seemed to be a tradition in the Skanke Strand or Strand family that the smart and sensitive man is kept in this family and has the name Frederick. While the height of 188 or 190 is the height from the mother's side of my biological brothers. Therefore, Trump and Harald should have their mother from the mother's side of my biological brothers and not their father. Why is it a tradition that the man in my family is smart and sensitive? Because it is far more easy to exploit a man for his sperm than to force a woman to be pregnant for 9 months. Because, smart and sensitive people do not agree on producing children for abuse. So if the sperm is collected from the men and the men get their last name from their biological father, that last name will always be Strand. If they follow name traditions, but let's assume that. Therefore, the smart and sensitive man, which by tradition has the name Frederick, is kept in the Strand family. Therefore, it is probably the mother and not the father of Trump and Harald, which is from the biological mother side of my biological brothers, because that height is from the mother side of my biological brothers. And my biological great-grandfather is from the Strand family, which this height is not from. And since Harald is our king and a very relevant person, I would think that my smart and sensitive great-grandfather is his father. And my non-biological brother was comparing his son to my non-biological grandmother. Like that was a better genetics than my non-biological grandfather, which is in a family with my biological grandfather and Trump and King Harald. So I'm like, what is about that? Queen Elizabeth? Yeah, something like that. However, if my non-biological grandfather is approximately 160, which is the height of my biological grandfather, that could be the height from his mother and not his father, and the parent which he does not share with Donald Trump and King Harald. Which means that my non-biological grandfather, Kjell Christian, could be the half-brother of my biological grandfather, but not the half-brother or the brother at all to Trump and King Harald.